Track wrestling here in Fort Lauderdale at Hard Knocks 365 with Minnesota 125-pounder Ethan Lizak on the eve of South Beach Duels. Ethan, first of all, how's the stay in Fort Lauderdale been so far?
Oh yeah, it's been really nice. I mean, Minnesota's all cold and snowy, and just walking to practice every day has been rough, but we went to the beach today, walked around, and it was just nice to be out in the nice weather, go in the ocean a little bit, swim, so it was really fun.
What was your reaction when you found out that the Gophers were coming down here to this event, South Beach Duels?
Oh yeah, I was super excited, get away from the cold for a little bit, because I mean, even when I go back to Pennsylvania, it's still snowy, cold, so it's nice to get out there in the heat, wear shorts and a t-shirt for once. So.
It's been an interesting year for you so far. You've had some pretty good scraps. What have been the biggest takeaways from what you've encountered at this point in the season?
I think I've been doing a really good job keeping my weight under control. The first duel was pretty tough, but ever since then I kind of figured some stuff out and got it under control. I've been getting a little bit better on my feet, figuring out what tie-ups really work for me, and I've been working a lot of Russian ties and just those kind of ties, getting my single, getting my high crotch, so that's been helping a lot, especially working with Zach. It's helped me a lot on my feet, and just I've been working on top too, just always adapting, trying to figure things out, figure out like what to do when guys start balling up on me, because that's been happening a lot lately, so I think I've figured that out pretty well. And see how it goes at this tournament.
The first thing you mentioned was the weight control. What have you done differently this year?
I think I've just been staying more hydrated. It's helped a lot. Also, just what I eat. I saw like a nutritionist, and he's been helping me put the right things in my body, and I've been really feeling it when I'm out there on the mat, helping a lot.
How much of an issue was that last year for you?
It was a decent issue. Started getting a little better towards the end of the year, but it was still a little bit of a struggle, especially like 1 hour weigh-ins, but I think this year I've got it under control and doing good.
When you factor that stuff in and you have the incredible comeback against Piccinini, how much does that factor into that? How much more do you feel like you have in the tank this year?
I think it's part like nutrition, but it's also part mental. I think this year I'm a lot mentally tougher, and in that match I could have easily just been like, I'm down 8-1, can't come back, he's #3 in the country, but I was like, just gotta keep after it, keep scoring points and seeing how it goes from there, and started scoring one by one, getting a little more confidence, and then once I started getting pretty close, I was like, I know I could win this, and just came back, went after it. What
kind of confidence does that give you to come back like that in a match of a match against a guy of that caliber?
I think it gives me a lot of confidence, especially after last year. I lost a couple ones being up with the big lead, but knowing I could keep wrestling the third period and keep after, I think that'll help a lot later in the year, especially against wrestling those tough guys like Suriano and Tomasello. Just keep attacking, keep after it, and knowing that I could pretty much score back points against anyone if I get a nice start, break them down, keep driving forward. So.
What is it like to have that in your arsenal?
It's like a good thing to always count on, just like a little secret weapon that everyone's kind of scared of, so I know if I'm down by a couple and I choose top, I can get a couple turns and either win the match or I'm back in it, playing in overtime or whatever happens.
How have you developed your top game? Where did you really feel like you were starting to make gains there?
With Jay as a coach, we did like a lot of 1 hour goes. And
1 hour goes, huh?
Yeah, those were really rough, so I get on top and I'd struggle like turning guys, but as the go went on later and later, I started figuring some stuff out every go, and then from there I'd develop little things, especially in matches, like a guy gets out on me, I see how he escaped and try and fix a way how to counter that escape, and I'm always adapting, so guys are starting to ball up now, so I think I've adapted to that pretty well, so just gotta keep always adapting.